If you already have a regular meditation routine, do a minute or two of it to get grounded and comfortable, and maintain your usual posture. If you're new to meditation, find a comfortable upright or laying down position. Take a few deep breaths and relax as much as you can. From your relaxed meditation position, ask yourself to speak with your controller. This will probably feel a bit strange to speak to yourself this way, but you are simply giving voice to the running dialogue that already exists inside your head. The controller is essentially your ego. Its job, as its name implies, is to control. You've likely met and probably struggle with this aspect of yourself. Ask the controller about its job. What does it control? Your actions, your behaviors, your thoughts, your emotions? Does it try to control other people? This is neither good nor bad. The controller is just doing its job. Once you gain the controller's trust, you can ask it for permission to speak with your other voices. The ego is usually glad to temporarily step aside if it has been consulted. Now take a deep breath in and let it go. Then ask the controller to speak with the skeptic. First, let the skeptic be what it is. It's okay that a part of you is skeptical. It's actually a good thing. If you didn't have a skeptical voice, you might find yourself continually being tricked or hoodwinked. Ask the skeptic what it has doubts about. Maybe it has doubts about this exercise. That's okay too. Just sit for a moment with this skeptical voice. Now take a deep breath and ask to speak with the seeking mind. The seeking mind is what creates desire. Shift over to this new voice. Meditators often have a problem with seeking mind. They want to get rid of it because it creates so much desire. But seeking mind is doing what it's meant to do. It's helpful to remember that without it, you might not be meditating in the first place. Take another breath and shift to non-seeking mind. The non-seeking mind is the state of meditation. There is nowhere to go, nothing to do. Again, this is neither good nor bad. Non-seeking mind simply doesn't seek. Explore non-seeking mind. Take a moment here to notice how easy or how hard it is to shift from one voice to another. Moving among your different selves helps you realize the empty nature of the self. That is, you have no static identity. You are continually changing. You might think your identity is set in stone. I am shy. I am angry. I am spiritual. But these are just voices floating in space. They're not you. You're much bigger than you think. Now take a deep breath and shift into big mind. This is the voice that contains all the other voices. It is known by various names, the ground of being or the universal mind. Notice how the big mind can contain the skeptic and the controller, the seeking mind and the non-seeking mind. The job of the big mind is to just be. By its very nature, it has no beginning and no end. There is nothing outside of big mind, but big mind is a voice inside of you. Big mind's job, you could say, is just to be. Ask Big Mind what it does and doesn't contain. Does it contain your birth, your parents' birth, your death? Can you find its beginning or end? Does it contain your other voices? How does it see your daily problems? Stay in Big Mind for as long as you can. In this state, you have surrendered your personal ego, with its permission, to your true and universal nature. Next, find your voice of Big Heart. Explore what it does for you and others. Its job is to be compassionate. How does it respond when someone or something is hurting? Does it take the form of tough love or tender nurturing? Or both? Does it have any limits when faced with suffering? Sit with this voice for a while. Can you cultivate a sense of compassion for all of the various parts of yourself? Can you thank your controller for working so hard to keep a handle on things? For helping you keep your checkbook balanced and making sure you get to places on time? Can you thank your skeptical mind for keeping you from being taken advantage of? Can you thank your seeking mind, maybe even for bringing you here for meditation? And can you rest in your non-seeking mind, thanking it for the respite that it provides, for the peace and the stillness that it contains? Now shift back into non-seeking mind and stay with it for a couple of minutes to end the meditation. Though you might want to stay in Big Mind forever, the simple fact is that no single voice is the stopping place. There is no stopping place. Currently working with and accepting all of your voices will, in turn, help you accept the myriad of voices of others. Once learned, the Big Mind process can be used at any time during meditation practice or throughout the day. If you're feeling particularly angry during meditation, you can connect with angry self. Let it have its say and move into non-seeking mind or Big Mind. Play with your various voices and see what you can find. If you enjoyed this meditation, then check out the Funniest Thing with Darrell and Ed podcast, where each week we share stories about how stepping out boldly always leads to better than expected outcomes. Available for free on iTunes or at darrellanded.com.